Hey everyone, do you feel like your motivation constantly runs out? We all aim for big goals, but the truth is, sustainable motivation isn't about giant leaps. It's built on a series of tiny, powerful restarts you can execute in under 5 minutes. Today, we're breaking down 13 revolutionary microcycles that will transform your day, from winning the battle against the snooze button to handling failure and eliminating mental chaos. If you're ready to stop waiting for motivation and start generating it on command, stick with me. Let's dive into the first restart.
The power of the morning reset. Every day gives you a completely clean slate. This is the greatest motivational tool we have, and it costs nothing. When the alarm clock rings, that moment is not just the start of a day, it is the first great restart of your new life. Many people think motivation must come from a big goal, like running a marathon or changing a career. But true sustainable motivation comes from mastering the first few moments after you wake up. Think about your morning routine. Did you hit the snooze button 4 times, or did you stand up immediately? The small choice you make right then sets the tone for everything that follows. If you can win that first small battle, the battle against staying in bed, you prove to yourself that you are in control. A perfect morning restart is not about being busy, it's about being present. Drink a glass of water. Look out the window for 60 seconds. Plan your 3 most important tasks for the day. These simple actions build a foundation of calm strength. They remind you that no matter what happened yesterday, today is fresh. It is a new cycle. Use this clean slate. Start strong, and the small victory of your morning will carry you through the challenges of the afternoon.
The 5-minute productivity cycle. We often feel overwhelmed by projects that seem too big or too difficult. This feeling is a major killer of motivation. The unique way to fight this is to think of your work not in terms of hours, but in 5-minute cycles. This is the microcycle restart. Imagine you have a huge report to write. Instead of thinking, I have to write this whole report today, which feels heavy, tell yourself, I just need to work on this one sentence for 5 minutes. The power of this technique is psychological. It lowers the barrier to entry. It makes starting easy. When the 5 minutes are up, you have a choice. You can stop, or you can decide to start another 5-minute cycle. More often than not, you will choose to continue because your brain is already engaged. This system turns a huge, scary task into a series of small, manageable restarts. It teaches your mind that movement is more important than perfection. You don't need endless energy, you just need enough energy for the next 5 minutes. Embrace the 5-minute cycle, and you will find motivation in constant, gentle motion.
The midday energy restart. Around lunchtime, many people hit a midday slump. The energy from the morning is gone, and the long afternoon stretches ahead. This is a critical time for a restart, a chance to stop a bad cycle before it takes over. What is the worst thing you can do during a midday slump? Sit at your desk and scroll through your phone. This action drains your mental batteries further. What is the best thing? Change your physical environment in your chemical state. Go outside, even if it is just for 5 minutes. Look at the sky. Feel the air. This small physical change acts like a switch for your brain. It breaks the loop of tiredness. Don't eat a huge, heavy lunch, which will make you sleepier. Choose something light that gives you steady energy. The midday restart is about breaking the pattern. It is the moment you choose to stop the slowdown and begin the upward curve again. It is a moment of conscious action. By choosing movement, fresh air, and light food, you perform a powerful mental and physical reset. Treat the afternoon not as a continuation of the morning's fatigue, but as a new, distinct phase where you have maximum control.
The power of the failed attempt restart. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a vital part of the cycle of learning. However, many people let a small mistake or a moment of failure stop their motivation completely. They think, I messed up, so I should quit. This is the wrong way to look at the microcycles of effort. If you try to learn a new language and forget a difficult verb, that is not a total failure. It is simply a moment that requires a restart. The truly motivated person does not ignore the mistake. They acknowledge it and begin the next cycle immediately. Think of it like a bicycle. If you start to fall, you don't just jump off. You correct the handlebars and push the pedals again. The correction is the restart. This micro-restart shows resilience. It proves you are willing to learn and adapt. The most important motivation is the motivation to try again right now, not tomorrow. Don't wait for a new week or a new month. A mistake is simply a cue that the current cycle is over and the next one should begin immediately with new knowledge. The one thing focus restart. In our modern world, we are experts at multitasking. We try to answer emails, talk on the phone, and plan our dinner all at the same time. While this seems efficient, it often leads to low-quality work and high levels of stress. Your mind feels tired because it never gets to finish one full cycle. The motivational restart here is incredibly simple. Do one thing. When you feel scattered and overwhelmed, stop. Take a deep breath. Look at your list of tasks and choose just one. Turn off all notifications. Close all extra tabs on your computer. Focus your entire attention on that single task. For example, if you are writing an email, just write the email. Do not check social media. This powerful restart creates a feeling of accomplishment. When you complete that one thing, you have a small, defined victory. This success releases positive chemicals in your brain that build motivation for the next task. By moving from one completed cycle to the next, you build momentum. The one thing focus is the key to turning mental chaos into ordered, motivated progress. The physical environment restart. Our physical space has a huge impact on our mental state and motivation. When your desk is messy, your mind often feels messy too. Clutter is a constant, quiet drain on your mental energy. It makes it harder to focus and start new work cycles. The physical environment restart is a powerful way to renew your motivation without needing a complicated plan. Stop what you are doing and spend 10 minutes organizing your space. Clear the papers, throw away the trash, wipe down the surfaces. You don't need to clean the entire house. You just need to reset the space where you are working right now. This simple act of cleaning gives you two major boosts. First, the physical movement is energizing. Second, the result, a clean, ordered space, makes your brain feel calmer and more ready to begin a new, focused cycle of work. A tidy desk is like a fresh page in a notebook. It invites you to start something new and good. Don't underestimate the quiet motivation that comes from being in an environment that supports your focus. The social restart and positive energy. Motivation is not just an internal feeling. It is often connected to the people around us. Spending time with negative, critical, or complaining people can quickly kill your desire to work hard or try new things. Their cycle of negativity can pull you down into their own slump. The social restart involves consciously choosing to break a bad social cycle and inject positive energy. If you have been feeling low, think about the one friend or colleague who always makes you feel uplifted and energized. Spend 10 minutes talking to them. Their optimism is contagious. A simple, positive conversation is a powerful restart for your mood. It reminds you that good things are happening and that your efforts are valuable. Similarly, try to be that positive person for someone else. Offering encouragement is a great way to motivate yourself. When you help someone else see the good side, you reinforce your own positive mindset. Choose your social interactions wisely. Use them as powerful restarts to fuel your own motivational journey. The end-of-day review restart. The moment before you finish work for the day is one of the most important times for future motivation. Many people simply close their computers and go home. They leave all their tasks unfinished in their mind, which causes stress and makes starting the next day difficult. The end-of-day review is a critical restart technique. In the last 10 minutes of your workday, do two things. First, write down the 3 most important things you accomplished today. This gives you a feeling of closure and success. Second, write down the first 3 tasks you will work on tomorrow. This small act of planning is vital. It means that when you start work tomorrow, you don't waste time wondering what to do. The plan is already set. You can jump directly into a new, productive cycle. This technique separates your work life from your personal life, allowing you to relax without stress. When your brain knows the next cycle is planned, it can truly rest. A good ending is the best possible beginning. The emotional restart. Accepting imperfection. Sometimes we lose motivation not because the work is hard, but because we expect ourselves to be perfect all the time. This pressure for perfection creates huge emotional fatigue. If you make one small mistake, you might feel like your entire effort is ruined. This is an unhealthy emotional cycle. The emotional restart is about accepting good enough. Understand that the most motivated people are those who focus on consistency, not perfection. If you set a goal to exercise for 30 minutes and you only do 20, that is not a failure. It is 20 minutes of success. Celebrate the 20 minutes and forgive the 10 you missed. Forgiving yourself is the fastest way to restart the cycle. Perfectionism makes you stop. Acceptance keeps you moving. Remind yourself, I did my best right now, and that is enough. This allows you to close the door on the negative feelings and open the door to the next positive cycle of effort. Don't let the small mistakes stop the big progress. Focus on the effort, not the perfect result. The motivation of reflection and gratitude. Our final motivational microcycle is focused on reflection. We are often so focused on the future, the next goal, the next deadline, that we forget to look back and see how far we have come. This is a huge mistake because seeing past progress is the most powerful fuel for future motivation. Before you go to sleep, take 5 minutes for a gratitude restart. Think of 3 things that went well today. They don't have to be big things. Maybe you learned a new word, helped a colleague, or made a great cup of coffee. When you consciously recognize these small wins, you teach your brain that your life is full of positive momentum. Gratitude is a simple, powerful restart button for your perspective. It moves your focus from what is missing to what you have achieved. This practice ends the day on a positive note, preparing your mind for a night of good rest and a motivated start to the next morning's cycle. Consistent progress starts with consistent appreciation. Emotional distance and control. When a sudden challenge or a moment of stress happens, our natural reaction is to become very emotional. We might feel anger, frustration, or great sadness, and these intense feelings can completely stop our motivation, locking us into a negative cycle that is hard to escape. The emotional distance restart is a powerful tool to manage this. When you feel a strong negative emotion, imagine you are a scientist observing that emotion, not a victim experiencing it. You take one step back mentally to analyze the situation. Try to name the emotion, such as anger or worry, and notice where in your body you feel it, whether in your chest, stomach, or head. After this quick observation, consider the smallest action you can take right now that is not emotional, like drinking water, counting to 10, or writing down the core problem. This simple act of observation creates distance, breaking the immediate harmful cycle of reaction. By looking at the emotion as an object, you quickly regain control and perform a mental reset, which allows your rational mind to take over. This space gives you the power to choose your next action instead of letting the feeling choose it for you.
And this tiny pause is a huge source of quiet strength and sustained motivation. The simple system restart. We often rely on willpower to motivate ourselves. We tell ourselves, I must study for 2 hours, or I must exercise for 1 hour. But willpower is like a battery. It runs out. Relying only on willpower leads to inconsistent results and motivational burnout. The better way is the simple system restart. Instead of relying on a feeling, willpower, rely on a system. A system is a small, easy rule you follow every single day, regardless of your mood. For example, don't say, I must write 1,000 words. Say, every day I will open the computer and type for 10 minutes. Don't say, I must save money. Say, every morning I will transfer $5 to my savings account. The system makes the action automatic and removes the need for big motivation. When you feel tired, the system acts as an automatic restart. You don't have to think, you just follow the small rule. These small, reliable actions create a powerful momentum. Motivation follows action, it rarely precedes it. By building simple, automated systems, you make progress guaranteed, not dependent on your mood. The future self restart. It is easy to make poor choices in the present moment. For example, staying up late to watch television instead of sleeping, or eating unhealthy food when you know you shouldn't. The problem is that our present self often does not care about our future self. This causes a break in the cycle of progress. The future self restart is a moment of quick visualization. When you are about to make a choice that you know is bad for your long-term goals, pause. Close your eyes for 10 seconds and imagine yourself 6 months from now. Ask your future self a simple question. If I choose action A, like going to bed now, or action B, like staying up late, which choice will make you, the future me, more successful and happier? This simple mental exercise makes the consequences of your present choice very clear. It immediately connects your actions today with your goals tomorrow. It is a powerful motivational reset because it makes your long-term goals feel immediate and personal. You stop letting the immediate feeling win and start making decisions that support the person you want to become.
So there you have it, 13 powerful restarts. Remember, the journey to a more successful, motivated life isn't built on one massive effort, but on the small, conscious choices you make throughout your day. The morning reset, the 5-minute cycle, the emotional distance, and the physical environment restart. By adopting these microcycles, you're giving yourself a clean slate and a fresh injection of energy dozens of times every week. Which one are you going to try first? Let me know in the comments below. If this video gave you the push you needed, hit that like button, subscribe for more practical productivity strategies, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.